Hey everybody, how we doing? I've been getting a lot of complaints, or people saying they're not getting their links from their campaigns. So I'm not exactly sure why, but I want to show them that hey, this does work. It's just something you're doing, and let's go from there. Really. So here's the first day. Very first day. This is my YouTube channel. It was one of the links I used, and it has 75,000.1. Alright, so that was the very first day I used SEO Quake to do this with. Later on I had to change because SEO Quake isn't day to day. So the second day, the very next day after I did 2 campaigns, I got this, 76,000.4. It was one blogging type campaign and one bookmarking campaign. The blogging campaign was not done. So it moved on from there. Anyway, the video I did, this is the one video I did. Actually did 2 videos, but I'm showing you this one. And it basically shows you it had 11 views and it was new. Alright, this right here is the same video the next day. Nothing at all. Alright, so it didn't get any backlinks the next day. Then the next day I did it, and this is what happened. I got 39 backlinks, and that was great, And then after that, it just started being the same all the way through. And I forgot that SEO Quake isn't really a day-to-day, so I moved to Ahrefs, and we'll show you that in live time. This is my accounts. How many accounts I have, and I did kind of mess up when I did this. I should have started a new campaign with new accounts. And I didn't do that the first 4 or 5 days. I didn't do that, and then I realized, oh crap, I should have did that, and I started from there. All right, so the newer accounts, now they do produce, but not as good. You have to build them up, and I think that's what I'm going to do next week. So I think I'm going to run this for a couple weeks, maybe 2, 3, see how you guys like it, if you like it at all, or if you don't. So we'll go from there, and I got some more stuff to show you. Let's get to it. First of all, let's show you the links. I'm using Ahrefs now because the other one's a little sketchy as far as when you're getting the links or not. So, alrighty. Alright, so let me show you this real quick. It's bigger, that's why I wanted to show you. So, after that, this is about a week after I figured out that the other one wasn't working right. I went ahead and started using Ahrefs, and these are the results. And you can see it's not huge. This one was huge. I think that was my first one at Ahrefs, so at least 3 or 4 days went by before I decided to go ahead and use a different tool. So this is what I got off of Ahrefs, and I'm going to show you what the new one is because I haven't done it yet. Alright, so we had 572. Now that's pretty significant, I mean, we went from what, 30 to 572 in 4 days or 3 days. And then, after that, it seemed like it slowed down. But I did actually slow a lot of the campaigns down. I really wanted to kind of run it out to see if the social bookmarkings were going to filter in, throughout the week. Alright, so they did, but there was no big giant jump like the 572. There was just 20 around, let's say around 20, sometimes 10, and that's how it works. I mean, if you got all 500 or 2,000 links all at once, it's kind of got to look funny with Google. So let's go ahead and do this one for today and see what it is. Oh, I think I got the link already here. There we go. It's a good tool too if you're not using it. Alright, so this is something else too. The UR rating was at like 3 or something like that when I started, and it's up to 27. And there's our links right there, 816. So let me copy that back. Alright, so there you go. 816 yesterday, it was 791. So we got close to, we're right around 20 links, all right, on a video. This right here is it's a landing page actually. I think I got it right here just so you can see it. Nice landing page I did for this promotion. There's the first video. That's the video we just did. All right. So another thing, you know, guys, this really counts a lot. This page or pages of your website, they have to be on-page SEO. You have to do your on-page SEO for these. All right. You need to get, and I got a link here I'm going to share with you in the description, where you can go and, oh, that ain't it. No, I don't have it up there. Sorry. I thought I had it up there. So anyway, you can go there, and I think they give you, I don't know, they give you so many a day. All right, so what I do is I go into a page, I find out what's wrong with it, and I try to fix everything, and then I go back in and see if it fixed everything. It'll give you like a 1 to 10 count, 10 being the best. All right, so you really want to get a 10, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes 8 is the best you can get, but try to get 10. And you need to do this for every single page. All right, so this page right here, I did it for this page. Videos are harder to do, but you can actually do the description. It's a little harder to do on that, but you can actually do the description. So check that out. I'll leave the link below. I'm going to leave quite a few links below so you have a good understanding of what I did and where I went. All right, so this is this. Let's go back to Ahrefs. All right, so this is a 27. Whoop, don't want to go there. All right, there you go. So this was way down too. I think it was maybe it was an 8 or 7, and it's up to an 18, and it seems to keep growing just about every day, even if it's just 1 or whatever. All right, so we got 291 links for this page. It's a landing page, and we got that many. Most of them are do follows, but you know, here's some wikis. I did some wikis on this, and I'm going to show you basically what diagrams I used to get what I got. All right, so you have everything you need to get your dream of backlinks. All right. All right, so let me write that in. No, that one went up pretty good, 30 or something like that, almost 30. I think it was 29. All right, so this was 291. I don't know why that did that. Maybe because I did it. All right, 816. Delete 816. All right, so that's affiliate link. Here's the other video, which it's on a different channel, and I don't understand why it's not going up very much. I'm, you know, pounding it just like the other video, but it is not going up as much. The other thing I can think of is when it's spinning, the other one's taking more, it is showing more or something. I don't know what the deal is. It's the only thing I can think of. Alright, so we're up to 91. I don't remember what it was. And you can see this is, you want this to keep going up. And there you go. And you know, these numbers here, they kind of count. All right, so this is, I don't know why Blogger, they're hard. I mean, I've been hitting this for a week. Not this particular site right here, but I have a couple others that I'm going to show you that I did some Tumblr and bloggers, just to, you know, add some more links in to the mix, you know. And God, they start off at 0, and I've been hitting it pretty hard, and I hardly got anything on that. But this is a different campaign type thing. It's about my agency, and so it's on a different, you know, basically most of that stuff is on a different channel, and so is this video. This video is on that same channel, the Kickstart Marketing Agency channel, and it is not doing as good as that other one did, and that I don't understand. All right, so let me go back here, and it went up 11. All right, so here's my channel, and if you remember, I don't know why it's doing that. You remember it was at 76,000. So it jumped up after I did another campaign with the blogging type setup, and I did that same campaign in a couple days in a row, like where I did one, and it takes it forever because it's a lot. I'm going to show it to you. There's a lot of blogs in there, so if you do that brand new, it's going to be 2-3 days. All right, and so anyway, there's a lot of blogs in it, but I did it with my YouTube. See, I had my a setup for YouTube, and I used it with that, which I shouldn't have. I should have probably did the spin rewriter with new stuff, and I think that's what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to turn everything into brand new stuff. I did do a couple wiki. I think I did a wiki and a couple of the bookmarking sites just for spin rewriter, and I think there's a couple blogs in there too. We're going to check it out. Anyway, it started at 76 or 70 to 75, then the next day it went up to 76, and then bam, it went up to 88 and 89, and then 90, and then it went back down to 89, and I didn't understand that at all. And then it went up to 91 the next day, which was yesterday. All right, so let's see what it is today. And I know this is a little long, but you know, you guys are complaining you ain't getting links, and I'm just showing you, hey, I'm getting them. All right, so we're up to 92, 202, and this went up. I think this one went up too. That's great. Oh no, that one's the same, 34. That stayed the same from yesterday. All right. So you want to get these up to 60, and I think how you get them up, or how I think I've been doing it, is resubmitting the old URLs from the either the past week of campaigns, or I don't really, because you get a lot of links with it, with that one campaign, a lot, like I don't know, like 10 oh boy, I can't even remember how many links it is, but it's a lot. I think it's around 10,000, close to it anyway. So if you send some of them back through, then that builds that site up, that particular blog up. You know, if you're doing a clone thing where you're cloning it and you're building that same, basically that same site up, then the next article is going to build the first article. And what I would suggest is look for some of these diagrams that have bookmarking sites attached to them. So you know, you're getting everything all at once. You're getting them bookmarked. You're getting all those links bookmarked, and you're getting your Web 2.0s. All right. So 92, 200. Let's go back. 92, 202. Whoop. All right. So last one. These are some other sites that I did. They're bloggers. You know, Google Blogger, and this I did for the campaign, but I don't think it did very well because I only got a couple links. It only got a couple people for traffic. But I'm going to build on this and see if I can build this up and see if I can take Blogger from a 0 up, because I'm going to show you this right here. It's got 120 links, which isn't a lot, but it's still sitting at 0. I think this is it right here. Here it is right here. All right, this is still sitting at 0. Let's go back to Ahrefs. That's where I wanted to go anyway. Last one. But I'm getting links, guys. You should be getting links. These are news. These are brand new sites. See, this is still sitting at 0. Now it's got 127 links, and it don't climb very fast either. But I haven't really been hitting it hard either. You know, guys, I kind of like the last couple days I haven't done anything. I tried to do this video yesterday, but man, I did a job and I was so dead tired I could barely hold my eyes open, and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it for you guys. But I'm going to try to do them on Fridays anyway, so that gives you a video on Friday from me. So check it out. Let me know if you don't want me to do the case study anymore. If you don't think it's beneficial to you, hey, let me know. I'll stop it and just, you know, basically do it for myself. All right. Okay, so let's go back here. All right, and it was 127, so we got 7 links, and that's been pretty consistent, you know, except this day it only got 1, and that day it's what, 9, 10, 5. Today it got 7. So I don't know, I can't figure that out. But like I said, these are brand new sites. Actually, the blogger is not brand new. There's about 20 articles, but I haven't done anything to it for years until this Spin Rewriter campaign come up, and you know, we went from there. But I'm going to try to build that up. I'm going to see what we can do. All right, let's go to here, and these are pretty much in a row. All right, so this is the campaign I told you about. It's got a couple bookmarks, not a lot. I wish there was more in it. And maybe I'll just redraw this and make there be more in it. I wish there was more. But anyway, this is a big unit, and it does take a couple days to do it. Let me blow this up a little bit so you can see it. All right. So this diagram, because I know you guys are going to ask me, what diagram was that? This diagram is 00E32 SV9. All right, I will put that in the description. And what it says is it's good for video video embedding power. So let's talk about that a little bit. I don't know what you're doing for your campaigns, but I'm going to tell you what I do. I don't do very many pictures because I just don't have time to go scrape them all. I do videos. So sometimes I don't even add my own videos, I'll add somebody else's, but most of the time I add my own. Like if you've seen that blogger one, the videos weren't mine. The landing page was, there's one of them that was mine, but the rest were of the owner of Spin Rewriter. It was just, I just didn't want to redo what he already did, and he has all the technical knowledge. So I just put those on there. Now, I didn't put them on this campaign, I just put them on there. So I stuck with the two videos that I did, the one on the other channel and the one on this channel. So we had two videos. So that's two embeds, two videos, and basically, you know, I make all mine. I don't use this right here, this box right here. So what I do is I come here, I shut that off where it says no links to article, and I put my own links in. Now I've showed you how to do this in other videos, so go back there. And you know, if you really want me to break this down exactly what I did and everything, let me know in the comments and we'll see what we can do. All right, but basically it's the same thing I told you before, but you know, maybe I'll even do it again just to make sure, but it won't be today. I don't want it to be today. All right, I might mention here, okay, so let's see if I can find it. No, I didn't do one here. So okay, here's your embeds. It's real easy. You can actually put the embeds up here, and it'll go, you know, just tell it to go first, and you can put the embeds there. You can add this little code in to center it if you want, and at the end of the article you can put the same thing with the slash on it, and you can actually, you know, put everything in the center if you want. And I'll show you what that looks like. This was a shorter article, I guess. This is my video channel. So what I do here is I put my channel in there. It's a little bit of coding, but I showed you how to do it before. I'm going to go back. Oh, not there. All right, so this is what it looks like, and I got four links in here. One to the video channel, one to the page, the landing page. I think that's a video, and that's a video. Let's see where this goes, because I don't know. Oh, can't. Oh, that goes to my website. Okay. Seeing that Spin Rewriter has something to do with content, then I put a link in for that. Anyway, here's the code for the video. You probably can't see it. Let's copy it. I'll put it in Word so you can actually see it. And you can copy it and basically put your information in. Alright, so you should be able to see that. So I wrote something like some of the topics on my YouTube channel, come check it out. Alright, then I did this code. This is my YouTube channel, and then I hit best Spin Rewriter. Now, the thing I did on other ones is I took, these are all keywords I used, alright, and I spun them with the spin tool I gave you before, and I'll put it down below. And I spun them. And what I did All right, so let me put it together for you. So what I did is I know this looks like there's a lot of keywords. All right, so what I did is after the URL for the YouTube, you have this that finishes it off. All right, see the marks right here. That one's going that way. That one's going that way. All right, these are all the keywords. All right, and then bam, this is the other set. This is the same set I put up there, but all right, let's take that off. All right, so these are all the keywords, and then I end it with this and that, because in the beginning you have the same thing right here. All right, so I did that. So now when that comes up, it's going to come up with a new keyword every single time and give me different keywords in my linking system. All right, I hope you understand that. So instead of it just saying Spin Rewriter review, it'll say Spin Rewriter demo, Spin Rewriter free trial, and whatever. All right, so that's something I do. All right, and usually I do a where I go back in and I copy old URLs, you know, from a couple days ago, and put a thing in here, but I didn't do that here. All right, so let's move on to the next one because there's quite a few of them. I don't even know if I'll get through. All right, see, the way I can tell is where it says Spin Rewriter. I was doing other ones for YouTube for my channel. You know your channel keywords. So that's what I was doing for that. All right, so this is this one. All right, I got the code here, the diagram code. If you want it, it's 1439A2RV2. This is one I did. What I did is I basically put these right here on the outside. Somebody made this right here. It only gives you like 3,000 links or something like that. So when I put this on, I think it gives you, man, I can't remember, 4 to 6,000, something like that. So when I put those links in, let's see if I did it here. All right, here it is. So what I do, let me find the beginning. This is going to be hard to show you because it's massively big. And I can't make this any bigger. So let's try this. All right, so let me go over this real quick. I put a line in, not that one though. Went too high. There it is. All right, so here, this is where it starts. I put this line in, and I must have missed the curly thing, bracket. So I put this line in, and what it does is it says, I recommend this spinner, okay? And then what'll happen is it'll come up to here, and it's either going to, and there's like, there could be 2,000 links in here, or 1,000, whatever I thought was good. There's probably only 1,000 or 1,500 because it's going into that bookmarking thing. All right, so what'll happen is it'll click on, you know, one of these links, and then down here it's going to either say Spin Rewriter for free, Spin Rewriter free download, or whatever the keyword is, or now these are blogs, so you have to put generic. So I do 70-30. That means 70% of my words, or if you're doing say 10, say you do 3 good keywords, and that would be Spin Rewriter product or free article spinner, and then you do 7 generic keywords. All right, that's how I do it. So if I do 3, if I do 4, it's, you know, a little more on the generic. But if you keep it, say you want 6 of them, then you want 14 of the generic keywords, and that's how you do blogs. With video, I just put straight keywords. All right, I haven't had a problem with it, so you know that's how it works. But that's what this is. So what I'll do is I'll gather up. What you do is you come in here. You come in here and you come to URL. If you don't know this, and you can click copy to clipboard. All right, this is a wiki one, and then it'll copy all the links. You don't even have to. You don't even have to do that. You just click that, and it'll go in. And then what you do is you put it into. All right, so you can do whatever you want, but this counts them for me, and I like that. So here's the words. Here is like the setup of it. I leave it all set up. All right, so I recommend the spinner, and then what I do is I come in here and I go like this. Like that. All right, so I've copied that. Then I take all those URLs and I go over to, oh, it's not up there. I go to here, I put all those URLs in there and hit generate spin tags. All right, so it does it all for me. And then what I do is I copy it and I come back over here and put them here. All right, already done. Now, you can't do that with a whole run of them. Say like there's 10,000 of them or 6,000. You can't do that many. You can only do up to 2,000 because that other thing won't handle much more than that. Sometimes it's even slow at 2,000. So what I do is I take them over here. You know, I just make one, and usually I say it's spin rewriter URLs, and then you can copy them. See, there's quite a few here. There's 30,000. All right, so what you do is you just copy, you know, whatever you want, 2,000, and then copy them, take them over here, spin tag some, come back over to wherever you have this other thing right here, because here's the keywords. See, it's all set up. You know, that's something that saves you time. I mean, I can pull one of these campaigns together in about 15 minutes if nothing goes wrong. Sometimes some of the HTML that I do or something messes up, or I miss something, you know, I don't copy the whole thing. But you just put it in there and you're done. You just copy that thing and throw it in your article. Bam. I do that with all of this. You know, say your embeds. Let's see where I put that. Here's the embeds. You can throw that in there. Copy and paste. All right. Here's all my keywords. So if I want to do something different, you know, a new video or something, it's already ready to go. All right. And then this is all ready to go. These are all those articles. All right. So every time I do a new one, I just put it in here. All right. I haven't hit this one real hard. And then there should be a video one in here. Here it is. Then this is all, oh no, that's here it is. All right, so here's the two video ones. That's all the keywords. All those keywords above, they're down here. If you make these up, your campaigns are, you know, 15 minutes. I just go to Spin Rewriter and rewrite an article, and you know, it does it all itself. It takes me about 2 minutes there. I put the article in, and you know, basically sometimes when I'm doing the same campaign all the time, let me see if there's a big one up there. So what I'll do is I leave this. All right, I leave it. And here's another suggestion for you. So if you're trying to get on Google, this line right here is a bunch of descriptions. All right. So I found out when I was doing this earlier, you know, when I first started, that my descriptions were all just part of the article. You know, when I look back, because I got some ranked just as high as my site, and I was looking at them and I noticed that the description that they put in Google, you know, your title and then your description, was part of the article. So I started making my own description and putting it in right after that video, and it seems to pop up. All right, that's just a suggestion for you. That way you can control what Google's putting in there, just instead of whatever the article says. All right. So let's kind of move on. I know this is a long video. Okay. So I'm just going to go through because a lot of these are the same until I got to here. All right. No, that was existing. Same thing. Lots of, I don't know if I have that diagram in there, but lots of bookmarks and a couple of these 2.0s. What are they? Profile 2.0s. All right, and then you got your blogs in the middle. This is a good diagram. Let's see if I can get it for you. All right, let me write this number down so I can put it in, but I'll yell it out. It is 19E2LKO. Or I would say that's a 0. That's not an O. It's a 0. So DD19E2LK0. Right, and that's the maze. And you can get a lot of these off of the Facebook. If you have Money Robot already, you can get a lot of these off of Facebook. So, you know, go grab them. There's tons of them on there that people make up and try them out. Alright, so this one isn't the one we wanted. We're going to go to... I guess I didn't put the one we wanted up. Oh, here it is. Alright, so this is when I decided, I'm going to do new accounts. A little bit too late, but I think this week what I'm going to do is brand new accounts for Spin Rewriter. Try to boost everything up from there and see what happens. So if you're new and you're doing brand new accounts, every time you do something new, you know, not like the same campaign, but say I wanted to do promote Money Robot or something. So what I do there is I would actually do a whole set of new accounts, and that way everything, because what happens is the URL down here, the subdomains, unless you change all that, it says it's going to have Spin Rewriter in it. All right, so so I hope you can see this. See, it says Spin Rewriter in part of the URL. Now if you use, like I was using the YouTube thing, it's going to have something in there, or a keyword, you know, like I noticed one I did, it had, I have another site called FloridaProfessionals.com, and I somehow mixed it up with that. So I ended up having to take a bunch of the links out that said Florida Professional. And you know, that's because you built the blogs in your account for that particular product or, you know, website or whatever. There we go. So here's all your accounts. So every time you do something like there's that Florida Professional, you should build new accounts for whatever it's going to be for that category. Or you could, like if you were doing affiliate marketing and you had a bunch of different products, you could probably do it that way. But I think it will be better if you built new accounts. I think you'll get a better success rate. All right, now, just to let you know, I'm no professional. I'm like you guys. I might have a little more time in, and I've been using this a little longer or something. But some of these things are opinions that I see when I do things, and I just want you to know I'm not, perfect or nothing. Don't come back and say, you told me this, and I said, well, this is what I do, basically. All right, so I started building up 2.0 blogs, all right, and 2.0 profiles and bookmarks. So I don't have a whole lot there compared to say maybe this site. I do a lot there. Maybe this is my YouTube channel. I just started doing that. When you right before I did this campaign, I had probably done maybe 5 or 6 other campaigns for that. So, it boosted it up. So we're getting links. The only reason I think that you ain't getting, or you're not getting links, is either your SEO on your page is not good, and you're not getting good backlinks to it. That is a ranking factor. You have to do on-page, SEO. You have to. All right. So once that's done, then you're good. You just build like crazy. Just do it every day. Do it for a couple weeks in a row and see what happens. It works. So if you don't have Money Robot, hit the link below. Check it out. There's a free trial. I'm not real happy with the free trial because it really doesn't let you do anything but make accounts. But just keep watching my videos. You can see that, hey, this works. This is something that you can use, and you can use it on anything really. Any kind of website. You can, if you're afraid of something happening to your main website, just use more generic keywords. And you can also point another site like those blogger sites to it, or Tumblr or something like that, and you can go from there. But it works really well. It's boosted everything I've tried to do with lots of links, so I'm real happy with it. and I have the two licenses. I bought I think it was $4.99 or something, whatever it is. But they do have a monthly, so try that out. And I'll tell you the truth, the free trial, when I got it, I was like, man, this thing sucks. I didn't even do anything with it. And instead of building accounts, I should have. I didn't do anything. I just says I'm going to try this. I can always return it in 30 days or whatever it was, and I went from there. But it does work. It has a article builder in it. I use Spin Rewriter a lot, but it does have an article builder in it. I think right here, create an article, and it'll do it for you. I like Spin Rewriter because I get more of these paragraphs. When Money Robot does it, it's these huge paragraphs in between, and that's where I put my links, is in between. Or if I have a bunch of videos, like that Florida Professional, I think 14 videos, so sometimes I'll put 3 of them on. I'll put one at the top, another pair, I think there's 14, so I just do like 3 or 4 on this one, and then 3 or 4 down, 3/4 of the way, and then I just, I would just go like that and put them in. But when I do my links, I put it at the end of the sentence, hit that a couple times, and then put the link in, and there's a link right there. Starts right there. You can tell I did a double click right there, and then I put the link in, and you see what it looks like. So, hey, if you have any problems, I don't know what to tell you if you're not getting backlinks, because you should be. Unless everything's brand new, all your links are brand new. And in that case, what you want to do is what I told you to do. Go back, collect those URLs, redo a campaign with those URLs, basically in the next campaign, and just add them in. They'll start gaining more authority. And then what happens is, wow, I took that down. What happens is the URL rating will go up on all of them, and you'll get into the 60s and 70s, and sometimes some sites I've even got into 91. So yeah, that's what to do. That's what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to use some sites that have bookmarking hooked up to them, and then I'm going to redo the URLs, and we're going to go from there and see what happens. See if that really works. And I'm pretty sure it does, because that's what I've been doing right along. This week I did a lot of just straight bookmarking. I get that brand new page, the landing page right here, that brand new page. This is what I did. I took that big bookmarking diagram, and I put it to this, and I did it a couple times in a row, and then I added it to one of the blogs. But most of the 291 links came from bookmarking sites. I think it was in the wiki one and in the bookmarking sites, and 1 or 2 of that big giant blog for what's it say, embedding videos. All right, and that's that's not all it does. They're just bookmarking sites. A lot of times people will ask on the Facebook thing, which diagram should I use? Well, you want to use something that, if you're just starting off, you basically want to use this one. You can use that one. It has bookmarking. This is the one. So the first time you do it, it should be this diagram. That's what the owner says, and that's what you should use. It has bookmarkings in it. It has blogs in it. It's not massively huge. It won't take that long, especially when you're building brand new accounts. And you can do probably a couple of these at a time, depending on your computer. I do 3 at a time. That's what my computer will handle decently. 3 campaigns at a time. So what I'll do is I'll do a campaign, and then I open it up, either clone it or add a new one, and I do that one. I don't hit the button yet, and then I'll do the 3rd one, and then I'll hit the button. I'll hit the last one and this one, and then the first one I did, and that's how it works. If you hit a button and it starts working, sometimes it's hard to get all the information in, at least for me. So yeah, this will be the first one you try. If you're brand new, you just got the software, start with this one, run it about 2 or 3 times, check your accounts, see what you got. Then you could clone it maybe 1 time, and then maybe add something bigger, one of the bigger ones. Or you can do this one just the same. I don't even know if you have this one. Yeah, I think you do. The social bookmarking one. So you could do that one too. You could switch off with those 2 for a while. That'll build your bookmarkings and blogs, right? And blogs are the main thing. That's what's going to give you the ranking. These little things here, they're not really that great. It's just Twitter or something like that. But the bookmarking sites, there's a lot of them, and that'll give you, you know, to where your links get indexed a little faster. And Money Robot, they do the indexing, but it's slow. You know, they don't want to pile in a bunch of links and then, you know, get your site all messed up. So, you know, the only way that I can tell you is to use more of the bookmarkings. Use that one I showed you, and you know, they just kind of still just creep in. And then if you save the links and put that in your next campaign, that will help you out too. All right, guys, I hope this helped you out. Leave some comments, let me know what's going on, and I will see you the next time. Thanks.